Well, tell me about how you came into music.
Well, my father taught me to play at the age of 3. He just showed me the 3 basic chords, you know, the D and the G and the A.
Yeah.
And whenever I asked him to teach me, he said, no, you don't have to play guitar, man. You can just sing. People will play for you one day. And I didn't understand what he meant, but I used to steal with my eyes, you know, the chords. Whenever somebody plays, I used to steal it. And I had my first performance when I was 5. He was playing in the back, and I was standing singing in front. And during high school, I always performed at every function that I could get. And it was whenever whenever I met people and they don't know I'm playing, they'll just treat me like a regular guy. But whenever I played afterwards, people's actions or ways always changed after that. And it was the same when I was involved in gangsterism and addicted to drugs and stuff like that. When I was in the midst of the gangsters, they'll just treat me as one of the other gangsters. But as soon as I started to play, people started to change, you know. I don't know how to explain it. And I also didn't quite understand it. Even now I don't understand it. And yeah, when I went to prison, and I was involved in prison gangs, like, you know, and people will, at first, they will just treat me like a normal prison gangster, just a prisoner. And after I played a song or performed somewhere, their whole attitudes towards me would change. The officials and the prisoners, like, they will put me, it felt to me like that they put me on a pedestal. They made me feel special, and I didn't want to be special in prison, you know. I just wanted to be a regular guy blending. It was very important for me to just blend. So music for me, whenever I don't normally sing without a guitar. I just use the guitar to kind of like back me. I feel safe behind the guitar. When I'm behind this guitar, then it's my safest place in the world that I could be, you know. So wherever I go, when I'm behind the guitar, I know this is my territory. And I can do whatever I want. And I can let people know how I feel, you know, getting out to them. That's how I compose my songs. I compose my songs. The lyrics that I wrote is how I see life and how I feel and how I think life can be and could be. But for me, music just, even while I was inside prison, music made me free for that half an hour of whichever I played. It doesn't matter where, in the prison cell, in the shower where I sit alone composing my songs, I just felt totally free in that space. So that's my personal space. And yeah, music is the most important part of my life. It's just a part of me. I don't see myself anywhere without music.
What do you plan to do with music? What do you think it can do?
Well, for me now, my vision for the next 10 years is to go into the darkest places of South Africa and showcast and share my story with people, to see where I come from, and that no matter how bad you are or where you're coming from or what circumstances at home is, or what the society expects from you, it's never too late, and nobody's too bad to be good. And even in the darkest places, you know, the light can shine, and you just have to keep one step in the right direction and just live out your passion, not just through music, anything that you're passionate about. If you can just give that little bit more, you know, and go into that, I believe that you can achieve as many great things as possible. For myself, for the next 10 years, I see myself as a change maker in society, because I believe my story can be inspiration to a lot of other people. And yeah, I just feel something big's about to happen, and that I'll have part in it, you know, going back to guys that's in a similar circumstances as I were, and showing them actually that there's evidence that anything is possible. You just believe in yourself, you know, and if you feel positive, you love positive, and you think positive, you attract positive stuff. You don't have to be in the negative state of mind always. And yeah.
Do you feel like you've been given a second chance?
Definitely. I've been given a second chance, and I've grabbed it with 4 arms. With my legs tied around it and my hands just grabbing it. I'm not going to let loose. Nothing is going to make me go anywhere else or do anything else. I just feel that in the past I used to pretend to be somebody that I'm not. Adjust personalities in order to fit in. But now I don't see the need for me to be pretentious. I'm just myself. That's the first decision I made in my life to always be myself and to never try to be anybody else. Of course, I know I'm a gentle guy. There's actually a song on my album Crazy Life, called Gentle Side. So that talks a little bit about me, and yeah, I know I am.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Pleasure, man.